Hey, I'm Danny Harf, pro wakeboarder, Ronix team rider, and part owner. Here to talk about my 2012 One board. We got a brand new shape this year, and it comes in 3 unique constructions. We have the Modelo, we have the ATR, and the Time Bomb, and they're all 3 based off the same board shape. Yeah, I think my wakeboarding style really comes maybe from my surf background, and before I wakeboarded I was really into surfing, so I've always really liked that real mellow feel and that surf feel of my wakeboard. So basically, instead of just railing into the wake, I cut real progressive and we take a little bit wider turn, and I really just look for that free ride shape. So basically, I've been shaping boards for 10 years, and you know, as my riding evolves, I've continued to change my board shape to fit that style, and definitely always looking for the next shape that's just going to be real forgiving and still get plenty of pop with that surf style feel. So when we first came out with the original one board shape, there was a really unique feature, and that was having a real full round rail through the center of the board. Almost like a surfboard style rail. And what that does is it really just not only gets the board riding higher up out of the water and makes the board feel faster, but it also just makes it a lot more forgiving and gives that board a really unique feel and forgiveness that you don't get from having a hard edge the whole way down the rail. So my second one board shape was basically had the same surf style rail, but we changed some stuff to make it easier to ride and transition off that real full rail into the harder rail a lot better. So new for the 2012 shape is basically a new variable rail, which makes it transition smoother from edge to edge, faster rocker line for even more topwater speed, wider tip and tail, more surface area, which just makes the board feel more stable on the water, and also is going to increase the pop of the board. And the board also has deeper channels in the tail, which gets it riding higher up out of the water and breaks free a lot more easily. So we increase the surface area, which basically more surface area means as you're edging into the wake and taking off the wake, you're creating more lift. There's more board underneath you to create that lift, and there's a bigger sweet spot to take off from. And as you land, just having more board is going to give you more stability and a softer landing overall. So for the rocker line of this board, you know, I've definitely always really liked a 3-stage rocker. I'm looking for that straight up pop, but what I wanted to get out of this board was still keeping that top water speed and the 3-stage rocker line, so the board just has even more glide and is more consistent on the water. This year we tweaked the channels in the tip and tail of the board, basically dropping the fins deeper into the board, which allows the board to break free more easily, but you really still keep that stability of having a 1-inch fin. So keeping that same one board surf style rail, we use that same idea, but we just blended that same rail into the hard edge over a longer distance on the rail. So it really just gives it a more consistent transition as you go from a hard edge in the tail of the board moving up into that round edge in the center. It's just a lot more consistent transition as you turn from edge to edge. Board companies are always trying to go lighter and stronger, and I think we've found the perfect blend with our new ModPore foam as far as a weight to strength ratio. Our new polyurethane foam core has a new molecular foam structure that eliminates any weak spots or inconsistencies in the board. In addition to the Modelo, we also have the all-terrain ride, which has all the same features as the Modelo, but it also comes with 2 carbon strips both on the top and on the bottom of the board, and that carbon's going to react 7 times faster than the fiberglass. You know, as you go out on the water, you're basically edging over chop and over the wake and landing, and the board's really wanting to change shape, so having that carbon in the board is really going to hold the board into its original intended shape. The ATR edition also comes with a centered slider base, which in the past slider bases have maybe either felt slow on the water or slower on the rail. So basically the goal of our centered base is to keep all the feel on the rails without losing any water speed. The centered slider base is also going to increase the durability of the board, so it's going to help the board hold up through all the abuse of riding a park. Thanks for checking out the 2012 Ronix line. I'm Danny Harf. Hope to see you out on the water.